Come in, come in, come in. Welcome, welcome. Gather around, gather around. You right there. Yeah, you. Come on in. Welcome. Welcome to Day at Night, where we take a lighter look into the dark. What that means is we look at some dark videos, some scary videos together, but we hold each other's hand, give each other a hug, and we do it together. We might laugh a little bit, we might cry a little bit. You never know. So I got to tell you, I was going to try something different, go with this new channel that I've never seen before. And I went through it all, and I just couldn't be the video that I put out today because, well, it wasn't very good. It was a TikTok compilation, but I won't say who it was or anything like that, but it wasn't very good. I can just say I won't say the channel, Unlimited Creations. Okay. Oh, man, it was not good. So now I'm going somewhere where I feel safe. Back to Slapped Ham, because it just popped up. Callan, take it away, baby. This is Slapped Ham, creepy and weird things caught on the internet. Caught on camera. Creepy and weird things caught on camera.
Slapped Ham. Today
yeah,
we're
Cal.
looking at some mysterious things caught on camera.
Thanks for saving my morning, Cal.
Before we dive in, remember to hit that subscribe button
Boom.
and get ready.
Subscribe there. Subscribe here. Thumb wrestle here. Like boom. Bam. Slapped Ham. Slappy slap ham. Isn't that like a high five, Slapped Ham?
Scattering the ashes of a loved one is certainly an emotional moment, a time when you want to be surrounded by those closest to you. But what would you do if a ghost crashed the party? That's what some people are suggesting is happening in this photo uploaded to Facebook by Stuart Garth.
Ooh, man.
In the pic, we see Garth leaning over a flower bed,
scattering his own ashes.
Hands. According to the photo's description, the urn is filled with his recently deceased grandmother's ashes. It wasn't until they viewed the pic later that they realised there was what looks like an unexpected guest watching as the ashes were dispersed.
Ooh.
If you look at the area just behind Garth, there seems to be a strange shadow.
Her grandmother was Groot, famous actor.
Some viewers have suggested that the shadow's stature looks like that of a child with its arm extended towards Garth.
It looks like a Groot.
However, others thought it was nothing more than the tree's shadow on the ground. Either way, it's caused quite a stir in our Facebook community, with many certain it's the shadow of a small boy. So where do you sit on this? The shadow of a tree or a small child? And could it have something to do with the spreading of his grandmother's ashes? Let me know where you sit on this in the comments down below.
It could just be the spirit of the grandma. Maybe it's not taking like full form. It doesn't have to look exactly like her. That's what I think.
People are familiar with the story of the Titanic, the largest ocean liner of its time to set sail across the ocean. Have you ever wondered about the spirits of those who went down with the ship? You may indeed start to wonder after seeing this footage from the YouTube channel.
I'm wondering now.
Weekends. The Titanic set sail across the Atlantic Ocean in April of 1912. Unfortunately,
guess that museum is really haunted, though.
Never reached their destination in the United States. On April 15, the ship struck a large iceberg in the middle of the ocean, tearing a large hole in the ship's hull. In a matter of hours,
man,
the
I
ship
can't even
sank into
imagine
the
what that
icy
was
waters
like.
Of the Atlantic, killing 1,500 of
I'm
its
not even saying
approximately
being on the boat. I'm just
2,220
saying like
passengers and crew, making it one of the deadliest ocean disasters in history.
That's
In
really
this video,
it's so
a team of
tragic.
Ghost hunters visit the Titanic Museum, where numerous
Very
artifacts
haunted.
from the sunken ship are prominently on display. Evidently hoping that some spiritual energy from the tragically deceased passengers might still be clinging to these artifacts, they try to contact spirits within the museum.
These meters going nuts.
Can you stop for a second? I'm the guy with the gifts.
In an exhibit featuring metal gates from the ship, behind which many lower class passengers were locked, left to drown as the ship filled with water, they ask any spirits to
They're all Santa? The guy with the gifts? That's you?
themselves.
Can you show yourself to us?
The camera remains focused on the door for quite a while, only panning away briefly. However, when the camera does pan over the gathered crowd, look at the back closely.
We can't hear you if you're in there.
Stop it!
A strange figure in a dark cloak.
Shadow
is behind
Steve!
it, eagerly watching onlookers.
Oh my gosh.
Those who were there
That is
day say they never saw
creepy.
anyone or anything that fits the description.
Oh
of
my
this
gosh, it
strange
just comes
dark
out of
figure.
nowhere, like out of the guy's back.
So is this a spirit?
That's like
somehow attached to
such a
remnant
defined
material
shadow.
from the
That's
Titanic?
crazy.
Footage again and decide for yourself.
I would urinate all over that room if I saw that. And everyone's oblivious to it in there. No idea. No idea. She's like, I'm showing myself back here, fool. Santa?
The forests of the world are full of strange
Santa?
and forgotten things. If you look closely,
I didn't even get to sit on Santa's lap. I'm out of here.
Slapped ham fan Jacqueline Faye Mathis.
All right,
This
Jacqueline.
photo was taken by Mathis's
Whoa.
son in the woods near Baltimore, Maryland, in the United States.
Not a weird photo at all. Very normal. Very normal.
In these woods, you'll find lots of abandoned monasteries and forts that were used during the American Revolutionary War and the War of 1812. It's within one of these overgrown ruins that Mathis's son and his father were hiking when they came across what appeared to be a wooden cross. They decided to snap a picture with the cross before leaving the desolate old ruins. Later, they noticed something odd. If you look at the bottom of the photo, just to the left of the man's feet,
Oh!
it appears to be a face peering up from behind the cross.
Photobombing you. Ah!
The hikers insist that there was no one else around when they saw
Ah!
it. Could this be the spirit of someone who fought in one of those wars from years
Ghost
ago?
photobomb.
Or was there someone lurking, watching the hikers the whole time?
Oh, that's like
Look
Chunk
closely at the photo
from
and let me know what you
Goonies.
think this is in the comments down below.
doing the truffle shuffle right behind him. Ah! This is great. Oh, this is so much better than the last video I just watched. Oh,
This next eerie clip was posted by Redditor Cass39. According to the OP, some friends of his started noticing strange things happening in and around their garage. So they set up some security
maybe
cameras
clean
to
it
try
one
and catch
time?
evidence of what was going on. Take a look at what the cameras captured.
oh boy. Tub's moving. Your tub is moving. Oh, oh, oh! Wow, nice trick.
A few seconds into the video, the bin at the very top of the stack nearest to the camera suddenly begins to move.
Yep, we got that
It
one, Cal.
jerks and moves a few times, and then the lid below it begins to slide. Eventually, the entire bin lifts up and stands.
It's like,
on
how is
one
it so
end.
perfectly there and not falling over? Like, it's perfectly stacked.
Many of the Redditors
How?
who viewed this video were less than convinced. They point to inconsistencies in the garage lighting that could indicate that the video's been edited, believing that the bin was probably moved with a thin fishing wire. So what do you think?
I don't know.
It does look a little sus, but it's definitely got plenty of people talking on Reddit. Let me
The only
know
thing
where
that
you
looks
land on
sus
this
is the
one in
way it
comments down
stays.
below.
Like, it can't just stand like that without being, like, held. That's the thing for me. Like, no shot. The
As long as
bridge.
people have been looking into the skies, there have been accounts of strange lights and
Pikachu
objects
peak.
that many believe to be
Ooh,
evidence of
UFO.
life forms from other planets. This example, shared to Reddit by Deep Bridge, dates back to 1967.
I was going to say, that's a little bit of an old photo.
The Reddit post refers to an incident that took place in New Mexico,
Ooh, that's
USA,
pretty, man.
near Pikachu Peak. A student of New Mexico State University
Pikachu Peak? Isn't that the little character? Hey, why don't you ever take a bath with Pokemon? He might Pikachu.
He's come around to a scenic area to snap some photos of the beautiful landscape when he noticed something unusual in the sky.
A
The
UFO.
white photo shows the object. It resembles the stereotypical flying saucer that old science
Wait,
fiction
this is
movies
the
would
photo
have us
we're going
believe
off
that
of?
aliens would use to fly to Earth. The saucer is angled so the broadside is
It
facing
was-
the camera, and
It was one of their nipple saucers. A giant areola flying around the sky.
to be made of a dark metal with a dull shine.
Kind of a
Comparing it to the
pink,
mountains below,
fleshy.
The object would have to be quite large.
Come on, man.
According to the story, the
Come
photographer
on,
looked down
man.
at his camera to prepare to take a second shot, but by the time he lifted
was
the camera back
gone.
up, the object had vanished.
The nipple
So
was
does this
gone.
photo show an alien spacecraft? Is it a hoax, or is it something else entirely?
I
Let me
can't-
know what you think about this.
First of all, I don't
Comment
trust
below.
anything in this 1942 sketch. But that was a nipple saucer.
You'll never know what happens while you sleep at night, unless of course you set up a camera as Redditor Crunchy Tacos did.
Crunchy
In the first of
tacos.
2 videos, we see the Redditor sound asleep on a mattress just below the camera. As the video rolls in night vision mode, the view suddenly becomes strangely distorted as an odd-shaped flare of light begins moving across the screen, warping the image as it moves.
Whoa. What the hell was that?
The video shows the light moving in slow motion. Some viewers believe that the original version of the video might reveal that the light is actually just a moth flying across the camera.
Oh, come on, man. That ain't a moth. Look, I don't think that's fake, because why would you even think in your mind that that's what you would do? Make this like lumpy figure like turn around and stuff. That's weird. I've seen orbs change shape like that. And
However,
that's weird.
the light returns in a second video shot from a different angle. This time the light is much more stationary, almost seeming to ooze onto the screen, remaining in one spot for several seconds. It then creeps across the screen.
Wow.
This movement is less consistent with that of a bug.
That is not a bug.
So could this be an example of an orb? Some paranormal experts believe that orbs are the most common way for spirits to appear, as they believe they require the least amount of energy to appear.
That's what I
It's
think.
definitely an odd sighting, but is it paranormal?
It's definitely not normal. So that would make it paranormal? I don't know. Good stuff, Callan.
Before we take a look at some eerie photos taken in an abandoned hospital in Belfast, remember to hit that subscribe button, then
Subscribe
tickle
it,
that little bell
tickle
icon
it,
there, and turn
tickle
on
it,
all
tickle
channel
it.
notifications.
Subscribe here,
That way
thumb
you get
wrestle,
a loop
thumb
every
wrestle.
time we drop our
Come on
scary,
now.
mysterious
Come on now.
videos.
Horny, oh buddy, horny, hub up. All
Redditor
right.
Lachlan 8090 and their friends visited an abandoned hospital last Halloween. They say the hospital is the most haunted place in Belfast. Although they don't specify the name, they could be referring to the Belvoir Park Hospital. Belvoir Park was formerly an isolation hospital for people with infections and fevers, seeing England's fair share of death. Since it closed in 2006,
That's messed up. That means they like go quarantine them so they don't like infect anybody or touch anybody. Oh, that's mean.
patrolling
So
security
sad.
guards have reported seeing eerie shadows.
Sorry, I keep cutting this. If you had COVID, you know a little bit about what that's
Figures,
about.
Mysterious altars and shrines, and even mutilated animals. The Redditors visited the hospital in the dead of night and snapped various photos around the
In the
hospital grounds.
dead of the night.
When they
I
got back home and
held
looked at the
you.
photos, they were shocked to see what looks like another
Yeah.
person in one of the pics.
And then there's like a
even
glowing
though they were
robot
clearly
back there.
alone. It's hard to see at first, but if we brighten
It's
the
like
image up, you can
Elvis.
see a shadowy presence to the left of the person in the foreground.
Oh, is that a real person?
Whatever it is, it's strangely blurry, as if not entirely corporeal.
It looks like
It
Elvis
also
floating.
casts a strange shadow, even though the photos were taken around midnight and there was very little lighting. The Redditor writes
Whoa.
of their experience. That hospital was the worst feeling of any place I've ever been.
Ah,
I don't usually believe
bet.
in this stuff, but you get the feeling of an evil presence there. So what do you think? Was something following this group around?
Are we not going to
the
talk
abandoned
about the
hospital?
glowing like robot in the back over here? Just flying Elvis? Okay.
We'll leave that up to you to decide.
It's floating. It's hovering above the ground in an Elvis jumpsuit. How can you deny that?
Mysterious videos like this one, then check out our other content.
Wow. Good stuff, Callan. Good stuff. You guys have no idea how much Slapped Ham saved us today. We had a shaky one. If you want me to post that video anyway, because I still reacted to it, I will. And I was completely honest. Anyway, that's all we got today. Thanks for watching. Peace.